BlazeBodyz! What's up, everyone? Here we are again. I'm pretty proud of myself. I've been on here a lot more often, and I think I got a little fun thing going here. And every week I make a post of a quote, and I talk about what I meant by that quote. And this week I posted something that said, quote, "You have to dig deep inside yourself to find your best self. Some people aren't willing to do this, and this is why mediocrity exists." It's so true. You can go through life focusing on all the bad and blame everything and everything that doesn't go your way or the way you want it. You blame everything else. You blame everything except yourself. There are those type of people. They're always miserable. They never get ahead. They're always coming up with reasons, why they can't do things or why they fail at particular things. They never own up to it. And then there are people who take those terrible adversities that are thrown at them in life. Some not their fault, some their faults, whatever it is, they take it and they fire themselves up and they use it to do better. Those are the people that are successful in life. That they use the bad, and they use it to their advantage. I'm not going to talk about myself. I've been through a lot in my life, and we all have been through a lot in our lives. But there are, some individuals recently that, as examples of that particular quote, that really have inspired me, and man, there's no such thing as going through life without bad thrown in your way. All the time, I'm a very anxious, stressed out person. I stress out about everything. I come in here every single day in this cave that I'm in for a couple of hours preparing for my day, and I stress. And you have to really dig deep and gather everything up in you and try to literally go through each day almost like a Spartan race. If you ever done a Spartan race or a Tough Mudder or one of those crazy races where it's an obstacle thing. It's crazy obstacles along the way. It's thrown in front of you. Like some of them you're running, all of a sudden you got to run through fire, or you're diving underneath freezing water, underneath barbed wire, and you're climbing things and falling, and you get it. But that's how life is. It's one big obstacle course, and it's up to you to get through that course over all those obstacles and get to the other side, to cross that finish line. Whether it's the best time or the shortest time, it's all about getting through the finish line after you've gone up and over and around and through those obstacles of life. And it's not easy. There's a lot of bumps and bruises and broken bones along the way, so to speak. Recently, I watched an interview of someone I have a high level of respect for. If you're not in the fitness crazy world I live in, and you're a regular person, and you're watching this, maybe you don't know who particular professionals in the bodybuilding industry are, or what, but a well-known person that I personally have known for over 20 years. He's been a pro bodybuilder for the last 10. He could have been a pro a long earlier time before that, but he went about it the right way. And he's been in the top 3 in the highest level of competition for the last 10 years. Jose Raymond. I'm just going to talk about him today because just as an example, or as for this particular quote we're talking about, I didn't know he did an interview with another well-known person that we all know, Dave Palumbo, and as well as a couple other interviews. But this one in particular got into his past and when he was a little baby until now, and I didn't know. As long as I've known him, as long as I've been involved in bodybuilding myself, as a matter of fact, his very first contest in 1993, I was on stage with his brother, competing against his brother back in 93. That's how long I've known him. But when Jose and his brother Tito were babies, when Jose was a baby himself and his brother was 5, they man, I didn't even know this, but they were thrown into a foster home. They were in and out of foster homes, and Jose, man, I tell you, I was getting really emotional. You need to watch the video. Do a Google search on YouTube, Dave Palumbo and Jose Raymond interview. I'll just give a quick breakdown. Jose and his brother, from the time Jose was a little kid and his brother was 5 at the time, were in and out of foster homes, and they were adopted at some point by a particular family, and then that family ended up breaking up, and then his brother Tito had to take care of him like a father figure, and then they both went off to college and got into their particular fields, and they are at the particular level they're at today. And in this last couple of years, specifically as far as Jose goes, he's at the pinnacle of his career right now. He's getting ready for his last Pro Olympia show in his division, and man, God, I competed for over almost 25 years myself, and it was never my destiny. It was never my intention to go pro. I think honestly, I could have, but I just didn't want to go that route. I just didn't. Would I have done well? I don't know. Who knows? That was my decision. I know I would have definitely done well in the national level. I did compete in the national level in another conference, but had I gone that route, I think with my drive and tenacity, I definitely would have made it to the pros. But who knows how I would have done? It just, to me, it didn't make sense to go that route, and I just wanted to go more on a professional level. And I'm glad that I made that decision. But Jose went that route, and he is in the top 3 in the world. Here he is. But he grew up with incredible obstacles. And he could have taken all that and just blamed the world for all the bad that happened to him, and gone another direction, and got into bad things, and who knows, his brother as well. But I tell you what, they're both the 2 of the most top-notch people I know. I've known, off and on Tito I competed against Tito in about 3 or 4 shows over the last 20 years. Tito ended up going off and doing extremely well in bodybuilding, and is still to this day very well known as well. All that they grew up in, and they still ended up being some really quality people. So I'm just using those guys as an example, but you can either take your situation and do well with it or not. It's up to you. So get out there and do good things and own up to your shit. And you will be successful and you will be happy. All right, I got to go. Hope you all have a great holiday. I'm in here working today. It is called Labor Day for a reason. So I'll see you guys all soon, all right? Get to the gym!